So once again, good morning, everybody. So this is Lenny. I am representing the Technical University of Munich, Asia campus. I'm actually in New Delhi right now because I am on my business trip. So yeah, good morning from New Delhi. Let me start. So without further ado, I'm just going to bring you all for the university rankings. So this is our ranking from the QS World University Ranking 2025 and also Times Higher Education World University Ranking 2024. So as you can see here, I don't have to read it. You can just see it for yourself. And if, let's say, you want to find out more on the ranking, you can go ahead and find on the website. Please remember to look for our university name, Technical University of Munich. Because if, let's say, you search for TUM Asia, you will not be able to find anything because TUM Asia is a name of a campus, right? So moving on to our facts and figures of our university. So we have a total of 18 Nobel Prize winners. 32% of our professors are international talent. And then we have more than 92,000 active alumni. And then currently we have also more than 50,000 students all over the world and also in Germany. And 41% of our students are international. So this is kind of like interesting. If you can see here, international professors and also international students. Yeah, we have 32% and 41%, which mean we are recognizing international talents, right? If, let's say, in the future, you join our university, whichever campus, you will be part of the international students, right? So this is unique. I'm going to share with you all the campus locations of our university. So our university have a total of 6 campuses. You can see here. The first one, Munich, Garching, Straubing, Weihenstephan, Heilbronn. So all these 5 located in Germany. Now we have one small campus located in Singapore. We call ourselves TUM Asia. It is a unique, that's why we call it TUM Asia, because we are located outside of Germany. But still, we are part of the university, Technical University of Munich. Okay. So TUM in Singapore, Technical University of Munich in Singapore, represented by 2 entities here. You can see TUM Asia and also TUM Create. So TUM Asia is us. We are delivering the academic programs. TUM Create is part of our research body funded by the government of Singapore as well as our university, right? To find out more on TUM Create, you can go to the internet and just simply search TUM Create. You can find all the details in the internet. All right, you can see here the tall building on the left. This is our TUM Create building. Yeah, now the one on the right is our campus, TUM Asia campus, right? So without further ado, I'm just going to introduce our 7 programs. So in our TUM Asia campus, we deliver 7 Master of Science program. The one that you are seeing currently on the screen, these are the 4 TUM, pure TUM degree, which means this degree is belong to TUM, delivered by TUM professors. However, it is delivered in our Asia campus. So the first one is Master of Science in Aerospace Engineering, Master of Science in Rail and Urban Transportation, Master of Science in Logistics Engineering and Management, Master of Science in Sustainable Food. So all these 4 programs delivered in Singapore. Medium of instructions will be in English, all right? So a little bit background of each program. Aerospace engineering, we require students from undergraduate program with the background of mechanical engineering or aeronautical engineering, right? Then for the rail and urban transportation, this is really related to civil engineering. However, as long as you have engineering background in your undergraduate, you may be eligible to apply for the program. Now, this is unique. Logistics engineering and management. This is a good combination of software engineering and also supply chain management. not so much on technical. So therefore, you guys from the economy, from management background, you also may be eligible to apply, right? Sustainable food basically is for students with biotechnological background, food technology, food safety, food nutrition, right? Okay, let me move on to the next slide. Now you can see the next three programs. These three programs are joint programs between our university and our partner universities. The first one, TUM and NUS, National University of Singapore. We have MSc in Industrial Chemistry. So this program requires students with chemical engineering background or pure chemistry background, right? Now, MSc in Integrated Circuit Design and MSc in Green Electronics. This is for students with the electronic engineering background or electronic and communication background. Yeah, so you can see these three are joint program, which means we are jointly delivered with our university partner. 50% belong to our university. The remaining 50% belongs to our university partner, right? 1 degree, joint program. So you will receive 1 certificate with 2 logos of our universities, right? So it is not double degree, yeah? It's 1 degree. All right, let me move on. So at a glance, you can take a look at our tuition fee, yeah? You may be wondering, and then right now you may be wondering, oh, I thought German university, there is no tuition fee. So however, for our university, we are charging tuition fee. Starting from October last year, our German campuses also starting to charge tuition fee for non-EU students. So if let's say you are still an EU student, if you would like to study in our TUM Germany campus, you are still eligible for the non-tuition fee. Yeah. However, if you want to study in TUM Asia campus, there will be tuition fee charged to you. All right. So this tuition fee basically is only for your study for 2 years. Yeah. The MSc program that we deliver in Singapore campus, the duration of study is 2 years. First year, you will do your coursework. Second year, followed by internship and master thesis. So admission requirements, you can see here is pretty straightforward. Yeah. The first one, you have to have the relevant bachelor's degree. I have mentioned earlier on. Yeah. Now, if let's say your undergraduate is not delivered in English, then you have to submit TOEFL minimum AGA, TOEFL IBT, yeah, and then IELTS minimum 6.5. However, if your undergraduate delivered fully in English, you may also submit the statement of a medium of instruction. So you may be eligible for the exemption of TOEFL and IELTS. Now, special requirement for student who is studying in China, Vietnam, and India. Remember, if your awarding universities are from China, Vietnam, or India, you need APS certificate. So for those of you participants, if you are part of this criteria, you can just search APS China or APS Vietnam or APS India to find out more, right? Now, again, if you would like to find out more in details of our program, you can just search in the internet TUM Asia. It will bring you to our main page of our website. All right. So, APS certificate I have already mentioned. So for those of you in studying in China, Vietnam, and India, you can do your own research, APS India, APS China, and APS Vietnam. Now, scholarships, yeah. So we have a total of 6 scholarships awarded by TUM Asia and also our partner, yeah. The first one is Academic Distinction Scholarship. The second one, ASEAN, it's only for the Southeast Asian nation countries, yeah. Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos, and also Timor-Leste. And then Women in STEM Scholarship for the ladies, yeah. TUM Asia DAAD Scholarship, this is the scholarship number 4. This is for our students. So if let's say you have already enrolled to the program, you will be eligible to apply for number 4. Now, number 5 is also unique. Number 5 and number 2, basically, these two is for the ASEAN countries, right? So I can see some of you guys, participants are from ASEAN country. You may want to take a look at our scholarship here in our website. All right. Number 2, awarded by TUM Asia, pure by TUM Asia. Number 5, awarded by DAAD. Yeah. All right. Then number 6, this is only for the Singaporean or Singapore permanent residents. All right. Again, all these 6 types of scholarship, you can also find out more in our website. Okay. Cool. Let me move on. So at a glance, this is our MSc program timeline. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Oops, sorry. Okay, there you go. We will start the program in August. So our intake in TUM Asia only one time, yeah, in August. As mentioned just now, 2 years of period of study. Once you enter the first year, you will do all your core modules and elective modules. All right. Once you complete your year 1, you will be entering your year 2. Here in year 2, you have a little bit of your elective modules and internship and master thesis. So these 2 points are very interesting. Why? Because you will have the chance to explore other countries as well, as long as you can match yourself with the opportunities overseas. Yeah, so internship and master thesis, approximately about 9 months, you will be attached in the industry of your choice. Again, depending on the opportunities and industries availabilities. Yeah. Once you complete year 2, that's where the graduation, the end of the program. So now the common questions. After I finish my study, what opportunities will I get? Correct. Yeah. So being a unique campus, university belongs to Germany. However, location in Singapore, TUM Asia is kind of like unique. Yeah, you kind of be able to have 2 choices of looking for a job. Yeah, the first one to look for a job in Singapore. Yeah, and then the second one to look for a job in Germany. Now, in the case that you do not have any prior employment arrangement before the finish of the study, you may extend your stay in Singapore by applying long-term visit pass. Yeah. You will have about 1 year to live in Singapore to look for a job. However, if you are interested to look for a job in Germany, you are also eligible to apply for residence permit. Yeah, with resident permit, you will be able to look for a job in Germany for 18 months. All right. So if let's say you are thinking of employment in the industry, 2 choices, either Singapore or Germany. Of course, if you want to choose other countries, feel free to do so, because our certificate, our degree is recognized worldwide. All right. So let me move on. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look at the diversity of our students in TUM Asia campus. So 40% of our students are Singaporean. The remainings are here. We have India, we have China, we have European country, the rest of the world, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me move on. So based on the graduation class of 2022, we can see that 62% of our students join the workforce. 38% of our students move on to research and others, which mean they either join the PhD with our university or with our partner universities or with other SME, right? So the next slide. So those of them who have already graduated, 93% remaining in Singapore, 5% other Asian countries, and 1% in Germany. Now, if you take a look at the huge number of Singapore, 93%, which means most of our graduates remain in Singapore to continue either to join the workforce or doing their research. Because some people ask me, what is the opportunities in Singapore? I heard it's very less. That's what they told me. But the fact stated that 93% of our graduates remaining in Singapore said something about the opportunities available in Singapore. Yeah. So all these numbers, where did we get it from? So before the graduation ceremony, we always send out a questionnaire to our graduating students. So these are the answers that we can gather based on graduation class 2022. Right? Let me move on. So I would like just to share with you some of our notable alumni. Yeah, we can see here their names, the company they are currently in, and their location. Also, our notable alumni. And then let's move on. So these are the places of hire. You can see the companies. You can also see the countries. So that's at the end of my presentation. So if we still have some times, I would like to open the session for Q&A. Go ahead, you can ask me a question and then I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Hi, Ms. Lenny, thank you so much for sharing the information for TUM Asia. I think we have 1 minute left. So maybe my question would be about, so you mentioned earlier that 40% of these students are international. So what are the most popular program among these international students?
Okay, I can only speak for our Asia campus. Currently, our Asia campus, the most popular one is aerospace engineering, integrated circuit design, and also logistics engineering and management. So we have 3 kind of like favorite programs right now in our Asia campus. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be all because the time is up. So we have to move on to the next presentation.
Okay, sure. All right, I'm just...